All right. Okay, so Audi Tyrell here. Of course, this show or this vlog is all about Audi. So I'm actually going to be talking about one of my favorite parts about my obsession with Audi, and that's my experience with the European delivery. So right here is a picture from the European delivery last year. It was September 15th, 2017. I'll never forget it. But I'm here with some good friends of mine. I've got Marshall here, and then myself, Gabby, we got Mike Cortez, and my brother. And this is in Ingolstadt. And so I fully expect this video to actually get a lot of views and a lot of attention, because I've looked around. There's really no videos outlining and detailing the Audi European delivery process, and so I'm pleased to have had that experience, to be able to show you a little bit about like what it's like through some of the videos and the things that I've captured last year. This video is going to be 100% focused on the European delivery, and so if you're interested in getting right to that, then just go ahead and skip ahead, because like if you want to see some of the footage, I'll be sprinkling it in throughout this entire video. And so if you're interested in just seeing some of the footage, just go ahead and skip ahead, because at the beginning of this video I am going to talk about the European delivery, how it came to be, what it's like, and basically, you know, whether or not I would ever do it again. Like, I have no idea if I'll ever do it again, and I'll tell you why. Although it was the most unique and interesting experience that I've ever had. So, where do I get started? I mean, European delivery. First and foremost, at the time I had just left Hawaii. As you know, I did work at Audi Hawaii for a little bit, and I was gonna wear that shirt, but unfortunately, you know, since I moved back to the mainland here in Virginia, I put on a little bit of weight. So today I'm just gonna be repping my Free Hug shirt. But I moved back to Virginia back in early 2017 after 8 years in Hawaii, regrettably. But I went through a divorce, and you know, it was amicable, but it was time for me to move on. And the only thing I'd given up so much, I'd given up an amazing view that I had in our townhouse. I gave up my 2016 or 15, I think it was a 15 A4 2.0 Premium Plus S-Line. I had actually dropped that, dropped it on stock. It came with the 10-spoke RS style rims. And we also had a 2016 Q3 Prestige. It was black. That was amazing. That was sitting on 19s. We didn't do anything to that, but so I left all that behind. And so the only thing that I really wanted to do for myself is just to get another Audi. I mean, I had to sell the A4. I left the Q3 behind, and so I had heard about the S5 Sportback back when I was working at Audi. Now, mind you, this was a period of time from like 2000, I guess 13 or 14, actually 2014 into 15. And so they had announced it sometime during that period that it was going to be coming out in 2017. And so it did. It came out, and early 2017 is when I got back to Virginia. And so anyways, I called up a buddy of mine, and sorry, Audi Richmond, for not giving you that opportunity. Shout out to David Everett. David is a high school buddy of mine. He actually got me the opportunity to come to Audi Richmond. So I appreciate you, David. I really do, and I'm sorry I didn't order the car through you, but I promise to make it up to you. Anyways, I called Brett down at Audi Tampa. I've got a friend that I met on the internet in one of the sales groups that I'm involved in on Facebook. Called them and you know, just let them know that I was interested in the S5, and that you know, I knew that he's a sales manager at Audi Tampa, so I knew that he had a lot of experience with that, and that's what I would recommend first and foremost. go to the dealer that you trust, okay? Because maybe your local dealership, and this is no knock on Audi Richmond again, but this process can be daunting, and not every Audi brand specialist has ever done or processed a European delivery. And so when you're doing it, make sure you go to either a sales manager at the dealership or a brand specialist that knows what they're doing. And so I talked to them down at Audi Tampa, and their process was super easy. Obviously, I'm in Richmond, they're in Florida. I never met the guy, never met anyone down there at Audi Tampa, but he got me done. I did not have to put down a deposit. They pulled my credit. I had over 700 credits, so that wasn't an issue. And basically, this was, let's see, it's April. See, I got home in March, so June. June is when I ordered it. And I've got some of the documents here I want to show you guys in a little bit. But so June I ordered it, and so I wait, and they send me the contract here. I actually end up getting the sales contract in August to sign. And so, mind you, my trip is not until September. Okay, I ordered it in June. So the key to that is basically just plan your trip around ordering the car. I mean, if you know when you're gonna go to Europe or to Ingolstadt, if you know like well in advance, make sure that you just get all that stuff squared away and just kind of have dates set already so that you can make sure that you're in that availability window. And so fast forward a little bit, I mean, I'm waiting since June. I got approved for the car in July. I don't fly to Ingolstadt until like September 13th. Okay, and so I'm waiting all year. I just went to YouTube, and I was just doing so much research on this damn car. Like, it was such a beautiful experience. It was such a beautiful vehicle, and I could not wait to get my hands on it. But fast forward to getting to Munich, because I scheduled the delivery for a day after I get there. Okay, because that's just how it works. I mean, you get there, Audi will graciously put you up. We stayed at the Hilton Munich airport. Okay, now with Audi, you may or may not know that they have two different factories. Okay, so the one in Ingolstadt is in Germany, and then they have one, where's the other factory? I know they have one in Mexico for the Q5s, but Neckarsulm. And so Neckarsulm is also in Germany, and that's where they produce the R8s and some of the other higher profile Audis. And so anyways, they get us there. We get a free hotel room in Munich. And so me and my buddies, I already showed you the squad, we just hung out and just acted a fool and just did our thing. And of course, we had a great time the night before, but in the morning, what they do, the morning of the delivery, this is the 15th now, is they pick you up. Okay, they have a concierge to come get you, and you take the, roughly, I guess it was 20 miles up the Autobahn from Munich to Ingolstadt. And when you get there, man, it's just like unbelievable. Once you get to the campus, it's just like Audi heaven. And if my eyes could get any wider, you would see just like how ridiculously unbelievable it is to be in pretty much like Audi heaven. I mean, that's like all the people that work at the factory have Audis. I mean, it's like, duh, like why wouldn't you drive an Audi if you work at the Audi factory? And so I saw Q7s, I saw RS6s, some of the employees had, tons of Q5s, A4s, S7s, RS7s, just any freaking model, Audi model that you can imagine. We're just driving around campus, and the campus is huge, by the way. Acres and acres and acres, and they have like a train system that they use, and it's just incredible. And the shuttle guy, he, you know, is super duper nice. I mean, he let us play whatever music we wanted. But when we got to the actual factory, I mean, I was just drooling, absolutely drooling. And you'll see, like, you know, me point out a whole bunch of different Audis that were ready for delivery. But anyways, you get in there and, you know, the lady greets you. She's like your concierge. She's the one who does the intake process. She lets you know, like, she welcomes you. She lets you know what you're gonna expect, and you go to, you know, you get inside, and they've got this big cafeteria. Of course, it's free food. So the first thing that she invites you to do is to go eat. You know, just get yourself together, get you and the people in your party, and you just go eat. And so, of course, you know, a bunch of black people in Germany, sorry to say, but you know, we pigged out or whatever, and so you don't get to see the car right away, which it adds to the suspense a bit. But anyways, it's worth it. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, any type of cuisine you can think of was free and available for you. And so after that, I was able to get a sneak peek at the car, but I couldn't get it yet. So when you walk in, you've got like this reception area, and then off to the right, you've got, you know, 2 different cafeterias, and then you actually have a gourmet restaurant, okay, up on the top level. That you would have to pay for, but, you know, for the really, really rich people, right? Not me. I mean, I'm just a regular kid from Richmond that got a 18 S6, and the whole time I'm just freaking out. Like, I mean, how many black people do you think that are Americans that are in their 30s are doing European delivery? You know, that's what I was thinking the whole time. So I'm like going nuts. But after the little lunch, we took a peek at the car, and it's just incredible. If you've ever seen the S5 Sportback, I mean, it is just a unbelievably well appointed machine. It was, you know, they have in that showroom, and beside it was like some Q model that I've never seen before. And like the Q8 just came out recently, and it's got the 8-sided front grille, the single frame grille with the, I don't even know what 8 is, but the one that I saw that was beside my S5 had 6 sides. And so it wasn't the Q8, but it was something else that's not in America. But that was also a trip. And so anyway, so once I got eyes on the car, I got pictures of it, took a selfie of the car. We went up to the escalator, and there was like a little museum sort of, and a gift shop. And then we sat down with our administrator, or our concierge lady, who was super duper nice, and just went over some of the paperwork. And I still have that paperwork, actually. I'll show you what I've got. So this is one of the items that was given to me before I took delivery of the car, and I guess it was dated for the 14th, but I took delivery on the 15th. But I guess this is a registration. Any of you guys who can speak German or read German, let me know what this says, because I have no clue, but everything is literally in German. So I believe, I was told that this is like a safety inspection or safety check or whatever, so this is Russian, but they have it in just about every language. I thought it was really, really cool. So they told me to keep this in the car with me. And then they also gave me some other stuff. Welcome to the Audi experience. Also, this is in English. Audi experience. So that's really not that important. Oh, here we go. So this is the S5 car kit. No clue what this is. I think this is a registration for the car, and I've got it in the packaging. Because obviously, I want to keep all this stuff as keepsakes, but just unbelievable stuff. I had to have my own insurance card. There were things obviously that I needed to do on my end to meet the expectations or the requirements to take European delivery. But what I thought was really, really funny is you can actually request special things or whatever for your experience. And I asked for a framed picture of David Hasselhoff, and they give me this. So I thought that was really cool, and they got the little American flag as a touch in the background. So anyways, this is the little folder that they gave me before I got my car. All right, so now we're after the intake process where we go up the escalator and we meet the lady, we get to David Hasselhoff. We're now in the kind of like a holding pattern where it was in between the delivery and going to the tour of the factory. Incredible experience. And so I'll show you videos of the actual courtyard in the grounds. As you would imagine, completely impeccable. And so then we go into the factory where they give you a complimentary factory tour, which is unlike anything I've ever seen. First and foremost, you can't take pictures, so I have no pictures from inside the factory. You can't take pictures, you can't take video, but they did have some models on the showroom floor, which I thought was incredible. They had like the e-tron, and they actually had a G-tron, which I took photos of. They had a sweet Q3 in there, and anyways, stuff that they just do not have in the United States. Anyways, factory tour. The factory was spotless. It is acres and acres and acres of land of excellence, okay? Sheer excellence. Audi really, they win on technology, they win on elegance, but what I saw in that factory was just pure precision, you know, just complete precision. Sorry, I had to adjust myself. Complete precision. I mean, if you want a brand that mass produces a car, like let's just say it's a Toyota or something or whatever, and they can build that car in 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks time, you don't want that car at all. You don't want that car. With Audis, they take over a month, sometimes into 2 months, depending on, you know, what model you select. And when we went through the factory, we just saw just like the many hands that go into building them. And then you've got obviously robots that you have seen on commercials before, the robots that put the windshield on, they put the doors on. I mean, it's just crazy. So anyways, that tour is going to be etched into my brain forever. The Audi, the factory where they build the vehicles. And at that time, that's the first time I saw a Q8. This is September 15th, again, 2017. I saw a Q8 or something that was similar to the Q8 for the first time. Mind you, it just got released. Okay, so that's how next level it was that we were there. So now we're done with the tour. The tour was about 45 minutes to an hour. They show you a video before. It's incredible. Now we're about to get the car, so everybody's just super duper excited. Like, we're just ready to see the car and get the car. We get there, they make us wait like 5 minutes. We actually got in trouble because we tried to go down and see it before they were ready, but oh my freaking goodness. Audi S5 Sportback is an unbelievable car. It showed up so well. Mine was a Navarra blue with a Milano red interior with the quilted seats. Okay, it was all Milano leather. Okay, all leather, no Alcantara. I actually had the Premium Plus Sport Pack, so I had the red brake calipers. Of course, the Audi virtual cockpit. Obviously, they do make that model without the virtual cockpit. I don't know who would ever get that, but and then I had I think it was the 19-inch rims, upgraded rims that come with the sport package. But she did the delivery, but at the time I was so hyped I didn't really hear anything she had to say. She was telling me something about a break-in period. I'm like, I'm in Germany, okay, with a bunch of young people who are going to experience the Autobahn for the first time in a 333 horsepower sports car. Like, don't tell me about no damn break-in period. But anyway, so that process maybe took about 30 minutes. And I got all my stuff, I packed everybody in, and we were on the road to our hotel in Ingolstadt. And we went out in Ingolstadt, and the rest was history.
Bye. Bye. We'll see you in the US.
If you like this video, or if you want to know more about the Audi delivery experience, certainly send me a comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, because I know that there are not a lot of videos that are going to be as comprehensive to show you the European delivery process, and I aim to bring you fire content when it comes to Audi. And so show some love, comment, share, subscribe, like, the whole deal. But Audi Tyrell signing off. Do appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video all about Audi.